Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photography talks. So today I want to talk about professionals and how it's important as a working pro to get the shot. And that means, with my 30 years of experience, I don't make mistakes. And that's not true at all. Mistakes happen. Mistakes are a part of what happens when you're out creating anything. And the pro's job is to overcome the mistake and bring back a photograph. But there are a lot of people who think that, well, man, I screwed something up, oh, it didn't work out. I just started a portrait project and I was trying to figure out whether I should shoot it on 4x5 or on medium format. So I did some tests on both and I really liked the way the 4x5 looked. And I thought the 4x5 camera would really draw people to me when I'm in public, and then that would be a way for me to connect to them and ask them to be a part of the project. But I did some of those photographs in public on the Pearl Street Mall in Boulder, up on the sidewalk up in Loveland. And when I processed that film, I know I focused on their eyelashes, and I know that that camera was locked down and completely still. But if they moved this much, they went out of focus. And something happened because they did go out of focus. And it doesn't look like camera shake. And I thought about that project and I said, you know, this is an important project that I get the portraits right. So I have choices. Do I go to a smaller format that I can work more easily? And then I decide I'm going to turn it into a project and you try to use Leica digital camera so that I can see if I can get Leica to maybe put it in one of their galleries. And to do that, I'll just shoot with the Leica digital. And I'm not a telephoto guy, as you know, and I put a 90mm on a M9 and I shot with that, and it actually worked out quite good. And I like that setup. But what I ended up doing is I ended up modifying my way of working so that I could get the results I needed. It didn't work out at first. Soft portraits aren't what I'm looking for. And that's the job of the pro, is to make it work and to not quit just because something didn't work. And I think a lot of times when I talk to people, they're like, well, I don't always get it right. And it's like, yeah, nobody does. That's what creativity is. And it's just a matter of working it to get it right. And you will. And don't quit. And I just can't stress that enough, that there is no such thing as, you know, I've often said to writers, Stephen King writes shitty first drafts, just like we do. But the difference between a pro and an amateur is the amateur quits and says, I can't write. And the pro goes to work on a second draft and a third draft of revisions, and they start to find the good in it and make it better. And then by the time they're done with 6 and 7 revisions, we say, oh my God, I can't write like that. But they couldn't either. They had to do it in steps, and they had to start with something, a lump of clay, and just start to mold it. And then once they got going, then it turned into something. That's the secret. We have to remember that nothing great comes out. We compare ourselves to the masters at the final step or at the final photograph after everything's already working out. Everything doesn't work out like that. So give yourself some leeway and know that everything will work as long as you keep working it and you keep making it so that you'll get it right. But it's not about everything happens in one step. It just doesn't happen like that. That's not what creativity is about. If it was that easy, everybody would do it. And the trick is to go and have that tenacity to keep getting up every morning before sunrise if you're a nature guy. Or go out with that portrait project and go bring a different camera that will work if the other one isn't working. All right, that's today's photography talk. You can do it. We all can. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. And thanks so much for watching. As always, you can always get to this channel through here's to goodlight.com. Here's to good light.